This is a walkthrough of Mar Goman's show at the North Bank Gallery in Vancouver in May of 2014. It's a show about things that the artist collects and makes art out of. One of the collections shown is the artist's collection of dolls. And next to this is a piece made out of old photographs of weddings collected by the artist. The skirt of this is made out of wedding photographs found in thrift stores and secondhand stores. And the bodice is made out of a photograph and old shell buttons. One of the fiber pieces in the show is this quilt piece, which consists of squares with individual designs sewn onto a background. And then we get a view of the first room of the gallery. And along the windowsill, the artist has placed objects that she collects in jars. Nails, keys, buttons, game pieces, dice, Scrabble tiles, doll parts, and then an array of yellow pencils in red cans. The pencil wagon, tiny bones, yellow screwdrivers, measuring tapes, and carpenter's rules. Along the floor are jars of black and white buttons, which have been used to make a large button quilt. Each button is individually sewn onto this quilt. In this corner of the main room is the Lucy installation, which is based on a story that the artist found online about a woman who was committed to a mental institution in the late 1800s because she presented herself in the world as a man and later married a woman. This is the artist's vision of what might have gone on in the mind of this woman. It is not meant to be an exact representation of her room. The artist wraps objects because in the artwork of mental patients, they often use wrapping. They often hide objects inside of wrappings. This is Lucy's bed, covered with keys. And at the foot of the bed, many altered bottles representing the care of Lucy's soul. A straitjacket constructed by the artist with Lucy's story printed on the front of it. And moving into the next room, in the doorway hangs tea bags, used tea bags, strung together on long cords. The second room contains a variety of artwork, including many collages done on wooden panels. And moving around to another wall, we have the artist's collection of photographs of two women together from all different eras. And in each photograph is a small story that we will never know. There are more stitched pieces, a smaller version of the quilt piece, and then we have a hanger piece where old book pages have been folded and drawn or printed on, and they hang from an old wooden hanger. 4 quartets, a set of 4 small collages done on 6x6 panels, a set of 9 collages done on 8x8-inch panels, and in these collages, the artist uses glue, needle and thread, rubber stamping, drawing, painting, and attaching small objects. And next we have a series called Pharmacy of the Soul, old bottles which have been altered and placed in boxes with the idea that our souls are never tended to the way that our bodies are. Then we have some books. And a self-portrait done in needle and thread on old book pages. In the back of the gallery is an installation called The Wall. For over 15 years, the artist sent objects and postcards through the mail to her friend Jack Danger, and Jack collected all of these objects and has installed them here on the gallery wall. Then moving over to this side of the gallery, we have the shaman's dress, which is a 6-foot-tall black felt dress covered with many small objects that the artist collects. And on this wall, we have embroidery. This piece is about conjoined twins, and they are printed on and embroidered on an old baby slip. On the floor is a suitcase full of some of the old linens collected by the artist, because women often express themselves through embroidery rather than other art forms. And there's a huge amount of work in these pieces, but they are so little valued that most of them end up in secondhand stores where the artist purchases them. A series of embroideries done on vintage handkerchiefs. Again, finely made lace and tatting on the edges of the handkerchief, crochet. And there are 2 pieces here which are based on children's drawings from students that the artist has taught. drawings transferred onto linens and then embroidered. And this piece called Cross Dress is embroidered on an old child's slip. This show ran for the month of May 2014.